Hey traders, welcome to Lighthouse FX. So today I'm here with an exciting topic for you guys: how to plot valid trend lines. So stay with me as I walk you through this episode in our series. And also, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on the next episode in this series. Stay tuned. Stop drawing trend lines like this. If your trend line doesn't touch real price points, then it's not valid. Here's the right way to draw trend lines. Firstly, you must identify the market trend. In an uptrend, price must be making higher highs and higher lows, while in a downtrend, price must be making lower lows and lower highs. Then connect two clear swing lows or troughs. The more time price respects the line, the more stronger it becomes. Don't force the line to fit price. Price must respect your trend line, not the other way around. Finally, wait for confirmation. Usually your confirmation is the third touch on your trend line. So a valid trend line help you take trade or help you enter trade with direction and confidence. You must notice that you should never trade with emotion. Instead, trade smart, not emotional. Wait for confirmation. Wait for confirmation. You get why? You get why? So I've promised that this series is going to be rich in value. So let's move straight to my screen so I will show you how you can successfully draw a valid trend line. Alright, so let's dive straight into what we have. Right on the screen you can see that I'm trading XAUUSD. This is the charts that is open on my screen, and then we are on 1 hour time frame, but I'll be showing you how to draw the trend line from a 4 hour time frame down to the 1 hour time frame. So I'll just quickly go and then delete this trend line that is already drawn on the charts for better understanding, so there won't be any interruption or confusion. So let's change our time frame to 4 hours. Please, if you're getting any value from this video, like, subscribe, and turn on the notification so you get updated on our next updates on this episode. So we are on the 4 hour time frame. I'm just going to come here now and then auto fits. Okay, it's on auto fits already, so it's fits to our screen. These lines, the blue lines you see here, horizontal lines, are psychology levels. In our next episode, I'll be showing you how to plot your psychology levels accurately, validly. So for today, we are just going to focus on how to plot valid trend lines. So as you can see from previous charts, previous days, these are the trend line and trend lines I've drawn and the trades I've entered. I was able to catch. So when you want to draw a trend line, you're just going to come to these two. Yeah, you can see my cursor down there where these tools are listed. So you're just going to come to this line that is slant there like that. So if you click on this place now, you see there are so many options: trend line, ray, info, but today we are just going to focus on the trend line. So you're just going to click on trend line right here. You can see. So when you click on trend line, you're just going to look for the recent low. This is on a high, on an uptrend. Actually, it is on an uptrend. So you're just going to come and check out for the recent low. Now you can come here and say, okay, this is my recent low. Don't forget this is from a 4 hour time frame, and then you can plot the trend line from here. Okay, let me take the screen, let me take it back so you can see the trend line properly, so you can have more space to draw it. So now, so you're just going to come here, pick your trend line again, and then ensure that it is touching either the neckline or the whole body. Ensure that it is touching either the neckline or the whole body. If it's touching the neckline, then every point is going to touch must be on the neckline. But if you want to plot your trend line on the body, you have to adjust it from this recent low and make sure that it's touching the body. Do you understand? The body of your candlesticks. And then it's going to be invalid if you are plotting your trend line and then one other point is touching the neckline. the other point, sorry, not neckline, the shadow or the wick. I'm trying to say the wick. So it's going to be an invalid trend line if it's one of the points is touching the wick and the other point is touching the body of your candles. This is an invalid trend line. So you're just going to plot your trend line touching. If it's going to be touching the wick, then every point must be on the wick. If it's going to be touching the body, then it must be on the body. So you can see this our trend line now is valid because it's touching how many points? Point 1. This point 1 here. Okay, let me just do this so you can see the points right there. I'm just going to use one of these two to point it out so you have to understand properly. So this is the point 1. This is the point 1. You can see this point 1. You see? And this point 2. This point 2. You can see the touches there, right? So now on this chart now, if I'm to say, okay, let me enter a trade, for instance, whenever this chart comes to this point, like this, back to this trend line and hits this trend line, I'll be expecting a buy. But if it breaks the trend line down and then retest, I'm going to be selling. So that's just the simple logic here. It's not a very difficult thing to understand. So let me quickly look for an uptrend and show you how you can plot your valid trend lines. A downtrend, sorry. Let me quickly look for a downtrend. A downtrend. Let me quickly look for a downtrend right here and show you how to plot your valid trend line on a downtrend. Plotting your trend line it's not a very difficult thing to do. It's just for you to be focused on what you're doing and then pay attention to the charts. Most importantly, pay attention to the charts. Don't be in a rush. You have to stay close. Make the charts your friend. You don't have to rush. Anytime you're on the charts, ensure that you are calm, balanced, and not emotionally disturbed. Okay, I think this is a good place where we can plot our charts, our trend line. This is a downtrend now. This is a downtrend because recently gold has been really buying massively. So to plot your trend line validly on a downtrend, you just have to click on the trend line tool and then come to this first point where you can see my cursor is. That's your first point. Now touching the wick of that first candle, you're just going to plot it like this, touching another wick. Can you see? You're just going to ensure it's touching both the wick of the 2 points. Now for your trend line to be valid, it must touch at least 2 points, 2 troughs or 2 peaks. Can you see? It's touching 2 peaks. This make it a valid trend. It's touching the wick, 2 points, the wick, or you carry it your trend line to and the body of the candle. The body of the candle at each point must touch the body of the candle like this. You can see this is a valid trend. This bearish candle does not have a wick to the upside, so you can see you can just rest it on the body. You understand? And on no account should you plot a trend line and then cross it like this. Then your trend line is now crossing the candle like this. This is a very invalid trend line. Why you are seeing this like this? Because it's a chart that has already played out. So let's assume this is a current chart for today. This is where your trend line is going to be. This is the point 1. Let me mark out the point 1 for you. This is the point 1. You can see the point 1 here. This is the point 2. You can see the point 2. So ensure that it's touching the trough or the peak, at least 2 troughs or at least 2 peaks. Do you understand? So this is how to plot your valid trend line. So in our next episode, I'll be showing you guys how you can plot psychology levels validly. And I'll just on that episode, I will be talking much about the psychology level. I don't think there is any need to tell you anything about psychology level. Let's just wait until then. So every information you need to know about your psychology level in anticipation, stay tuned. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification so you get informed or notified whenever I drop a new episode in this series. This series is going to be mind-blowing. This series is designed to orchestrated to help beginners understand these basic things in forex trading. These are the basic things that you must understand, and if you don't understand, you're going to find it very challenging in the long run. So stay tuned. Thank you for staying with me.